This is the Wabash Tire and Auto Repair pregame show. For selection, value, and service, we'll drive you happy.
Back at the Enlow Center, getting ready for basketball between St. Anthony and Teutopolis. St. Anthony, as we said, 6-4, coached by Bart Weidman. Teutopolis 5-5. Lori Thompson is the coach of the Lady Shoes, fresh off a trip to the state tournament last season. That was a lot of fun, and looking for more fun this year. Of course, St. Anthony won their first ever regional last year, so it's a nice year for both these ball clubs.
Well, it really is, and I mean, and these two programs are continuing a tradition and building a tradition. As you know, in the big picture, St. Anthony still is a young program with their girls side, but they have made strides over the last several years, and they're just looking to keep improving. And, of course, Teutopolis has been a powerhouse in girls basketball practically since they played girls basketball in the state. And Lori Thompson and her crew are looking to continue that tradition.
It was a fun season last year, and a lot of the kids are back for both the ball. Well, a couple, let's say, for both ball clubs. T-Town's been hampered by injuries, though. One problem is that Sarah Taylor's out. Sarah, of course, was a key member of that ball club last year, and Evans certainly remember in the state tournament where she came up big for the T-Town ball club. Well, she had a, ACL injury, and she's coming back. And Coach Thompson thinks maybe in January that Anna will be ready to go. Meanwhile, the problems of poor Janelle Gibbon continue. Janelle had an ACL tear, got better, and now has torn it again, same knee.
Yeah.
So that's going to take some major work to reconstruct that. And, of course, you got to go at it differently when you're repairing something that's already been repaired. So we'll hope for the best for Janelle Gibbon. So.
Yeah, but hopefully, like you say, Anna Hartkey can get back into the lineup after she's missed some time, but, continue to really build that and strengthen it. And she was a key cog off the bench for Teutopolis in last year's run and played some huge minutes for the Lady Shoes.
Northside Ford in Effingham is proud to be a sponsor of high school sports. If you need something better to haul your team in, you'll find it at Northside Ford. With hundreds of vehicles to choose from and a service department that can't be beat, you'll find that things really are better on the North Side. Stop in today or visit Northside Ford online at effinghamford.com.
And now, before we announce the starting lineups, it's a special day today. We'd like to wish our scorekeeper, Mr. Bill Ferry, a happy 60th birthday. And now for your starting lineups. First for the Teutopolis Lady Wooden Shoe. Number 12, Chelsea Harding. Number 2, Hannah Beaver. Number 40, Michelle Schmidt. Number 50, Sarah Taylor. Number 22, Danielle Repke. Lady Wooden Shoes are coached by Lori Thompson. And now for your St. Anthony Bulldogs. Number 10, Morgan Darwine. Number 14, Emily McDevitt. Number 20, Megan Nutzel. Number 21, Abby Brown. Number 35, Heather Nieberge. Bulldogs are coached by Bart Weidman. Tonight's officials are Alan Tolliver, Skip Dillon, Chris Faust. Good luck to both teams. Let's play ball.
Skip Dillon's got him set around the center jump. We're just about ready for basketball. Tips in the air. It's controlled in backcourt by St. Anthony, and here we go. T-Town at St. Anthony on KJ Country at 102.3. Good to have you with us. Morgan Gardewine with the ball for St. Anthony. Gets it on the right side to Abby Brown. Hustles it out to McDevitt. Emily now back to Gardewine, who's come around to the left side to receive the ball. Had trouble with it. Finally does get it away safely to Nuxall. Shot off the glass, too hard. Rebound, there's a scrum, and eventually came out to Gardewine. Morgan peels back here and sets it up again. Just underway here at the Enlow Center. McDevitt with it right side. Emily on the dribble. Comes to the baseline. Now has to pick it up. Needing help. Somebody better come to help. She finally finds over to Gardewine on the baseline. She can't shoot. Now she does shake loose. Shots up and good. So, tough kid. Hung in there and got the bucket. And St. Anthony takes a 2-0 lead.
She might have shook loose for tonight. But she still had a defender right there with her, but somehow got that shot to go.
Repking gets it across the half court for T-Town. They push it down low. Shot up and no good by Sarah Taylor, and St. Anthony the rebound. Nuxall got it, clears it to McDevitt. Here come the Bulldogs leading 2-0. Bounce pass right side to Abby Brown. Dribble out top to Gardewine. Left side now to McDevitt. Megan looking inside, nobody home, so she puts it on the floor to the free throw line, stops and gets it to Gardewine in the corner. Morgan for two, it's around and no good. Rebound taken down by Taylor for T-Town. Repking gets it across the half line. She and Taylor work in backcourt. That's a pretty sizable backcourt for T-Town. Repking tried to go to Taylor and went by her, but there to grab it quickly was Chelsea Hardick. She goes to the hole, puts it up and in, count the basket, and it could be a three-point play.
Well, I don't think that's exactly how it was drawn up, but when Hardick got the ball, she spotted the lane to the hoop and took advantage. As she blasted through the paint, she was fouled by Hunter Nieberge, who picks up her first, and we'll see if Chelsea can complete the three-point play.
Hardick's bucket ties it at 2. 6:12 to go. Opening quarter. Foul shot short. Rebound St. Anthony. Nuxall gets another one. Clears it to Gardewine, and here come the Bulldogs. St. Anthony's at 6-4. T-Town 5-5 right now. Boy, they play a rugged schedule. McDevitt has it. Looking inside. Goes baseline to Nuxall. Got around a defender. Nope. Got fouled on the way to the basket. Should be out of bounds to St. Anthony.
Teutopolis' first foul of the night will go against Michelle Schmidt.
Nuxall will inbound. 2-2 game, 5:55 to go, opening quarter. Inbounds deep to McDevitt. In the lane to Nuxall. On the side, Gardewine loads it up for three. Short. Rebound, T-Town got it. Grabbed out there by Michelle Schmidt. She clears it to Danielle Repking, and she hustles it down the floor. Over to Hardick. I don't think Hannah Beaker's touched the ball yet. They get it inside, finally now to Taylor, and she got fouled before the shot. It'll be out of bounds to T-Town.
Hunter Nieberge's in the vicinity, and it is indeed her picking up the personal, so she has 2 quick fouls in the ball game.
Abby Schmidt's going to check in for St. Anthony, give him a little size. Hunter Nieberge sits down, so that change for St. Anthony. Shoes looked inbound, and there Beaker touched the ball to inbound it to Repking, who shoots for three. It's way short, but Taylor with the putback, and she scores. So Sarah gives T-Town a 4-2 lead. So each team's at a 2-point advantage here in the early going. McDevitt still in backcourt, now gets it across the half line. Pass up court to Morgan Gardewine. She works it out top. Senior tries to drive, stops head of the key, swings it to McDevitt. On the side to Abby Brown. Now she moves it out top. Stops just outside the free throw line. Thought about a shot. Instead off to Gardewine. Got it knocked loose. Gets it back. Morgan holds and now gets it to Brown coming to receive the pass. Got knocked loose from Brown. She gets it back. She goes to the hole and lays it up and off. Rebound put up. No good by Schmidt. Rebound taken down by Hardick for T-Town. Boy, 2 close-in shots. Couldn't get him to drop. Hardick comes away with it for the Shoes. On the side to Repking. Danielle gets it out top to Schmidt. Bounce pass left side. Beaker with it. Out to Hardick. The inside they go this time. Shot off the glass too hard by Schmidt. And a rebound goes to Schmidt. That's Abby Schmidt over St. Anthony. Nuxall in the lane. Shot for 2, no good, but she drew the foul. That'll get Megan to the line for a pair here.
St. Anthony really did a good job of grabbing the board and then pushing it up the court. Nuxall does everything well, including running the court. She got herself into the paint and drew the first foul of the night against Sarah Taylor.
Megan puts a foul shot up and good. Her first point of the evening. Another change for the Bulldogs. Kelsey Dust checks in, the 5'5 senior, and they give Abby Brown a break. Bart's got a little bit of depth in his bench, and so he'll weave them in and out. And I'll tell you what, against a team like T-Town, you need a breather once in a while.
Oh, yeah.
Change for the Shoes now. Speaking of that, Sarah Taylor sits down, and Jenny McMahon checks in, the 5'9 senior. 4-3 T-Town. Nuxall's second foul shot good, and we're tied again. 4-4 game with 4:19 to go in the opening quarter. And Repking walks it up across the half line, working against Gardewine. That's a good matchup. Got around her here. Leaves it now with Schmidt. She lobs it inside. Hardick backs up, got the shot to go. Nice effort at Chelsea Hardick to shake loose in there and get a shot down.
Well, she did a good job just to handle the pass initially, and then was calm enough to get herself in position for a good shot.
So the Shoes are back up 6-4. Gardewine gets it across the half line, working hard against Repking. To Schmidt, down in the corner now, to Dust. Kelsey gets it to the free throw line, over to Gardewine. She drives in, stops, throws it up, and the runner won't go, but she did draw the foul, and Morgan Gardewine's going to go to line, shoot a couple, and T-Town picking up some early fouls.
Yeah, Michelle Schmidt picks up her second. That's the third on the team just over halfway through this first quarter. We'll see what Coach Thompson has in mind for Schmidt with those two fouls.
They have a sub waiting at the table. Foul shots off for Gardewine. And down goes Michelle Schmidt, and into the contest, Jamie Sandschafer, who's a 5'10 sophomore. Gardewine still with 1 to go. Takes her time, puts it up. Good. Morgan has 3, and St. Anthony's within 1. It's a 6-5 game here with about 3.5 to go in the opening quarter. Again, Wayne is videotaping the game, so watch for it on the website later in the week. Repking for T-Town, off to Beaker. Drives left side, back out to Repking. Danielle puts it on the floor, drives down the lane, goes to the hole, puts it up off no good, ran into Skip Dillon. And no harm on him, but a foul on St. Anthony.
Well, there was a foul before the charge that Skip took there. That foul whistled on number 24 for St. Anthony. Looks to be Kelsey Dust's first personal and the team's third.
Repking's foul shot short off the front of the rim. It's 6-5 T-Town, 3:20 to go in the opening quarter here at the Enloe Center. Tomorrow night we go across the creek, Effingham at Teutopolis for big boys game. Second one in and out, no good, missed them both, and the rebound goes to Dust for St. Anthony. Clears it to Gardewine. Bulldogs get the lead back here this trip. Gardewine across the half line, working on Repking. Repking just such a great defender. They swing it out top to Abby Schmidt, left side to McDevitt. She drives into the lane, into a double team, in fact, and they called a blocking foul on T-Town.
Well, you're right. She did get into some trouble there, but apparently one of the lady Shoes was moving when contact was made. That foul whistled on Sandschafer's her first and the team's fourth.
So McDevitt to inbound on the side here for T-Town. Bounce pass into Gardewine. Morgan works it out top, down in the right corner to McDevitt, went right through her hands and out of bounds. I think she was trying to stay in bounds and catch the ball at the same time, and that's not a good combination.
Greg, that's the first turnover for either team in the ball game thus far.
Like that. Hopefully that'll keep up.
Yeah.
So T-Town with the ball back on that turnover, and Danielle Repking walks it across the half line. And asked her dad before the game whether he'd seen any games this year. He says, a few. More than a few, if you know Tom. Driving to the hole, shot put up, and good. Nice effort. As Jenny McMahon cashes in for T-Town, and the Shoes are up 3. It's 8-5.
Well, it was an aggressive move, and then she had a soft touch at the end.
Now they trap after that. Now T-Town's going to ratchet up the defense some. Gardewine got it across the half line. McDevitt through her hands and Schmidt's hands, and it ends up back to Gardewine. Shot in the lane for 2. Good.
Whoa.
Kind of flung it up there.
I think she shot it with her left hand.
Yes, she did left-handed, yeah. Kind of like a hook. Sort of. So 8-7.
It went in. That's all that matters for St. Anthony.
She figured I'll draw the foul if nothing else, and made the shot. So Bulldogs back within 1. 2 minutes to go opening quarter. Repking, right side, knocked loose by Gardewine. Danielle gets it back. Out top now to Sandschafer. They swing it left side to Beaker. Hannah holds and back out top to Hardick. Chelsea on the dribble. Nice pass underneath for the layup. Nice cut to the basket by Sandschafer and a good pass. That was pretty.
Saw her man was overplaying her a little bit, and Sandschafer took the backdoor cut. And like you said, a beautiful pass to set her up for the layup.
10-7 T-Town. Bulldogs get it down court. Kelsey Dust right side out top to McDevitt. McDevitt holds and barks out some signals, needing some help. Needs somebody to come get the ball, and finally St. Anthony had to call time. Otherwise, they were going to get a 5 count. Back in 30. Minute 19 to go in the opening quarter here at St. Anthony. It's T-Town 10, St. Anthony 7 on KJ Country at 102.3.
If you haven't seen the all-new 2015 Chrysler 200, get to Geckner Brothers today and check it out. It's roomy, comfortable, and rebuilt from the ground up, now with great finance offers. See the new 200 and other great Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram models today at Geckner Brothers on East Fayette Avenue in Effingham.
Well, St. Anthony called the time to keep the basketball. 4:09 left in the opening quarter. New Orleans nothing, Bears nothing. Nothing. I never thought that had happened.
Well, the Bears aren't losing.
Thank you for that encouraging thought.
Just trying to help.
10-7 T-Town. Minute 19 to go in the opening quarter. Bulldogs struck the pivot foot. Kelsey Dust got a pass and couldn't quite get the brakes set. Bulldogs give it back. So there's 2 turnovers. And that's it. The only 2 turnovers in the ballgame.
T-Town yet to commit a turnover.
Repking walks it across the half line. She's been doing the majority of the ball handling, if not all. T-Town coming right down the floor. Nice pass inside again. Layup good by McMahon. Jenny says, I'll just stand here and you get me the ball.
Well, she set a screen and then slipped to the basket. Nobody went with her, and T-Town found her underneath.
All of a sudden, the Shoes are up 5, 12-7, under a minute to go in the opening quarter. McDevitt with the ball. Emily into the lane. Double teamed off to Gardewine. Shot for 2 off the glass. Good. Morgan is a scoring machine. She has 7, and the Bulldogs are back within 3, 12-9.
She hit a left-handed 8-foot hook shot in the lane. Now she banks a 15-footer from basically straight on at the free throw line. I just let her keep shooting.
She's tearing it up.
If I'm St. Anthony anyway. I wouldn't if I was T-Town.
18 seconds left in the opening quarter. Repking with the ball. They get it to Sandshaver, back to Repking, down to 10 seconds. They force it inside. Hardick off the glass is good. Well, T-Town's pounding it inside now, and it's starting to pay off. Hardick was 6. The lead's back to 5. Gardewine gets it down court. The ball's stolen, and that ends the first quarter. T-Town starting to flex their muscles a little, pounding it inside, and they lead it after a quarter here at the Enlow Center. After one, Teutopolis 14, St. Anthony 9 here on KJ Country at 102.3.
From an oil change to new brakes or possibly a major overhaul, our service makes a difference at Dan Heck Chevrolet Toyota in Effingham. Trust your car or truck repairs to the most experienced repair shop in the area. Look for our specials online at danheck.com.
St. Anthony 3 of 8 from the field in the first quarter, 3 of 4 at the line, 0 for 1 from long range. Teutopolis 7 of 10 shooting in that first quarter. They were 0 for 3 at the free throw line, however, and 0 for 1 from beyond the arc. St. Anthony out-rebounded T-Town 6-4.
So you'd have to figure if you're St. Anthony, you're feeling pretty good. Only down 5 with T-Town shooting 70%. And it just went up because Danielle Repking just hit a little baseline jumper. All of a sudden, the Shoes are up 7 here, 16-9. So St. Anthony needs to get a bucket here and get a stop maybe. McDevitt has it, looking out top to Abby Schmidt, left side to Nuxall. Megan dribbles to the free throw line, fires it underneath to Schmidt, lost her balance, tried to get the shot away. Ooh, and got a foul called here on T-Town. Maybe that's why Schmidt had to travel there.
I guess that's the call, as the foul's whistled on Jamie Sandshafer. So she picks up her second personal, and the team's 5th.
Beaker sits down for T-Town, and now they run Molly Smith out there, the 5'9 junior. 16-9 Shoes. St. Anthony with the ball. We're just into the second quarter. Brown's back for St. Anthony. Over to McDevitt. Long 2 will not go. Goes out of bounds. It'll be T-Town basketball. Now Thompson's going to pop off the bench. She had 20 in the JV game, so Shelby Thompson checks in now. 5'8 sophomore, Coach Thompson's daughter. And that will sit down Jamie Sandshafer. So T-Town with a 7-point lead in the ball. And Gardewine got a breather there for a minute for St. Anthony, and she's going to pop back up and check in. Shoes get it on the side. Working down the lane and pulling up for 2, and the shot around no good as Molly Smith. Rebound taken down by St. Anthony. Nuxall gets another one. Here come the Bulldogs. St. Anthony hasn't scored in a while. 16-9 T-Town. Brown with the ball on the wing. Abby gets it in the lane to Schmidt. So Abby to Abby. Back to Brown in the corner. Brown one dribble, trying to get it to Schmidt. Boy, she's covered up in there. Now to Nuxall. Tried to get it to Hunter Nieberge. She can't bust open. So out top to McDevitt.
Boy, T-Town's defense really forcing Nuxall. When she does catch a pass, it's way out on the perimeter.
McDevitt drives down the lane, can't get a shot, fires it into Hunter Nieberge, and she got bumped. So a lot of fouls on the shoes here.
Hunter isn't the tallest girl, but she's got a lot of strength, and that enables her to play down low. And that time, bumping her from behind was Molly Smith, who picks up her first foul, and that's the team's sixth, and now Hunter has a seat.
Yeah, they bring Gardewine back in, so beef up the ball handling a little, and she was scoring. She's got 7 at St. Anthony's, 9 points. McDevitt with the ball for the Bulldogs. Bounce pass to Brown. They're playing out front in this set. McDevitt left side now to Gardewine. They fired in the lane to Nuxall. Shot for 2 off the glass won't go. McDevitt had the rebound. Now hits the deck. Tried to get it to a teammate, and it's grabbed away from her by Jenny McMahon for T-Town. Down court to Molly Smith. They tried to fire it underneath, and the ball is knocked away, and they say that T-Town touched it last. Boy, McDevitt was firing out of there for St. Anthony, but they say the shoes got a hand on the ball last. It'll go to St. Anthony.
Oh, McDevitt was definitely active. She was on this end on the floor trying to get the rebound secured for St. Anthony, and then with the defensive play on the other end.
Gardewine gets it across the half line. Looks to the left side of the floor now. Picks up the dribble. Fires it way across to Brown. She drives to the free throw line. Spin move. They cover up. So back out to Gardewine. Ball knocked loose, but Morgan gets it back just before over and back. Picks it up to Brown. Abby looking underneath. Swings it over instead to McDevitt. One dribble. Drives to the hole. She got hooked on the way. Smith got her, I think.
And now Molly Smith has picked up a couple of fouls in her minutes off the bench. So that's the team's 7th. This is a 1-on-1 opportunity for the Lady Bulldogs.
So heading to the line is Emily McDevitt, the 5'5 junior, yet to score this evening. 16-9. St. Anthony could use some points, and McDevitt provides one there with a made foul shot. So it's 16-10. 5:35 to go, second quarter. Tomorrow night we head across the creek to T-Town for Effingham at Teutopolis boys action. Second foul shot was no good, but Nuxall hustled in, got the rebound. She missed the putback, but she got fouled, and now she'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Well, Nuxall just pinned her man underneath the basket and then was able to reach up and grab the board. And as she was trying to put the shot back up, Mahan came back and picks up the personal, her first, team's 8th.
So Nuxall makes the first foul shot. Megan with 3. That makes it 16-11. Bulldogs had Jenny McMahon down. Second foul shot, good. Nuxall got them both down. Megan with 4, and all of a sudden, Bulldogs are back within 4. It's 16-12. 5.5 to go in the second quarter. And Repking gets it across midcourt, working the right side of the floor. Swings the ball to Hardick. Hardick stops, pops along 2, back of the rim, won't go. Rebound out of bounds, and last touch by Repking. It'll be St. Anthony basketball.
Well, they were almost daring Chelsea Hardick to shoot it from out there. She is 3 for 3 in the ball game prior to that shot, but all of them had been pretty close. That time the rebound off of Repking.
Morgan Gardewine gets it across midcourt. She and Repking have been busy working against each other in the time they've both been in the game. Nuxall turns and shoots from the elbow, and she hits. Megan Nuxall was 6, and all of a sudden St. Anthony's back within 2. It's 16-14.
And to me, Greg, that's the part of her game that she's improved the most on, is that range that she's added to her shot over the years.
St. Anthony back within 2. T-Town gets it baseline now to Repking. Danielle bounce pass into a teammate, knocked away and stolen by Gardewine for St. Anthony. They can tie with a 2, take a lead with a 3. They get it to Nuxall baseline, out to McDevitt. Now to Gardewine. Is that the first turnover?
Yeah.
Wow. Left side McDevitt, inside Nuxall. She got held. Another T-Town foul. And that is enough to send St. Anthony back to the free throw line.
Taylor picks up this personal. She just came back into the ball game, and now she has 2 fouls. So Schmidt, Taylor, Smith, and Sandschafer all with 2 fouls apiece for the shoes.
Danielle Repking gets a breather here for T-Town. They run Hannah Beaker back in. 16-14 shoes. It was a 7-point lead. Foul shot Nuxall good. Now she has a chance to tie it up. 7 for Nuxall at 16-15. And one more to go here for the senior. Averaging a double-double every night for this Bulldogs team. Second foul shot off the mark. Rebound, Sarah Taylor out of bounds. And the T-Town fans are upset. They think there should have been a foul called. There was plenty of contact because it looked like Sarah Taylor got helped out of bounds.
Yeah, I can't argue with the T-Town fans on that one. I think the Bulldogs caught a break.
Anyway, it's going to be St. Anthony ball. Yeah, it looked like Taylor got shoved out of bounds from up here. And on the T-Town side, too. Gardewine and McDevitt. Bulldogs with a chance to take the lead here. They force it inside through the hands of Schmidt, but Gardewine hustles after it, makes the grab. Morgan picks up her dribble and out to McDevitt. Now they swing it right side to Brown. Abby holds and back to McDevitt. Shoes working this 2-3 zone. They go to Nuxall. Tried to go baseline. Thompson steals it away. Down court quickly. They get the ball to Reagan Drace, who's in the game, and her shot's knocked away. It'll stay with St. Anthony. It'll stay with T-Town as St. Anthony. Good job of knocking the ball away.
Yeah, McDevitt got back down there and swatted the shot out of bounds.
Baseline, Hannah Beaker will inbound for the Shoes. Gets it in on the side to Drace. Reagan again just came in that last dead ball to Thompson. So Laurie's tried a lot of combinations in this first half. Bounce pass to Hardick. Can't shoot. Out to Beaker. Loads it up for three. In and out. No good. Put back no good by Sarah Taylor, but she got fouled. She'll go to the line for a couple.
Good job by Taylor to get around and read where that ball was going to come off at and grab that offensive rebound. And as she did, she was hit from behind by Abby Schmidt, who picks up her first and the team's fourth.
Sarah Taylor with 2 points so far tonight. Foul shot. Good. Makes it 17-15, extends the Shoes lead back to 2. One more to go here for Sarah Taylor. So that foul shot also good. Sarah Taylor with 4. And the Shoes are back up 3. It's 18-15. 3.5 to go before halftime. Tomorrow night it's Effingham at Teutopolis boys action. Gardewine gets it up court. Pass left side to McDevitt for St. Anthony. Emily gets it down to Nuxall in the lane. Driving against 2. Got fouled.
Hardick or Taylor?
Yeah, one or t'other.
We'll see who Skip says here. It is Hardick picking up the personal. That'll be her first. That was a big call because if it would have been Taylor, it would have been her third.
So Nuxall at the line for St. Anthony. Foul shot off the mark. T-Town by 3 with 3:15 to go here before halftime. St. Anthony 6-4 on the season. T-Town 5-5. Nuxall's second one good. So a miss and a make. Megan with 8, and the Bulldogs back within 2. It's 18-16. 3:10 to go before halftime. Drace on the dribble. Drives. Get it loose. Now to Hardick. Shot off the glass. In and out. No good. Nuxall another rebound for St. Anthony. Well, she's owning it on the boards. That's 4, did you say?
5.
Gardewine with the ball in backcourt. Morgan got it across the half line. Lost it. Picks it back up. Working against the double team. Cross-court pass stolen by Drace. Draves drives in for the layup and got it. That cross-court pass, boy, that's been money for T-Town through the years. They snatch a lot of those and turn them into layups. And now an inbound pass knocked away out of bounds. St. Anthony needs to come to the ball. I'm pretty sure that's what Coach Weidman just told one of his players. Thompson sits down now for T-Town. And they bring back in Danielle Repking. So the Shoes by 4. St. Anthony with the ball. 2.5 to go before the break. Gardewine working against Beaker now. Gets it across the half line. And there's an offensive foul. As they say, Morgan Gardewine a little too aggressive trying to bring the ball up the floor. And an offensive foul.
So that'll be the 4th turnover of the quarter now for St. Anthony on Gardewine's first foul. Team's 5th.
So on the turnover, T-Town gets it across the half line. Repking on the right side, stops, looks to get it in. Finally goes to Hardick. They dop it down low, and it's stolen by St. Anthony. Abby Brown comes out of there with it on the Shoes' 3rd turnover. 16 for St. Anthony, 20 for T-Town right now. 2 minutes to go before the break. Nuxall shot for 2 off the glass. Too hard. Rebound taken down by Drace for the Shoes. Reagan gets it across midcourt. And over to Hardick. Hardick looking to get it inside, picks up the dribble, over to Beaker. Thought about a 3, drives in for a 2, got it knocked loose, and St. Anthony collapses on her, so out to Repking, and her shot for 2 is good. Danielle Repking has 4. T-Town back up by 6. It's 22-16 Shoes.
Good job by Drace of not panicking when she got in a little bit of trouble, and she found her teammate for the open jumper.
Gardewine dribbles into a double team here and got a foul, a block called on Drace here. So that'll send St. Anthony back to the line one more time.
Should be for a double bonus as the team is over the limit, and that is Drace's first foul.
22-16 T-Town with 1:11 to go before halftime. Gardewine had 7 in the first quarter. Has not scored since then. Kelsey Dust is going to check in for St. Anthony here. Foul shot good. Gardewine with 8. Abby Brown will get a breather here as Dust checks back in. So it's a 5-point game again, 22-17. St. Anthony hanging in there. Second foul shot up and short. Rebound T-Town and a foul. Sarah Taylor got the rebound. She got fouled by Abby Schmidt for the Bulldogs.
It's already Taylor's 5th rebound of the ball game, and she sat with some fouls earlier in the contest. So that's a pretty good total for her already. As picking up that personal was Abby Schmidt. It was her second.
Bulldogs gonna get a little more size in. Abby Schmidt's a pretty big kid anyway, but Emma Richards checks in for her. Emma's a 6'1" junior. 22-17 Shoes, just outside a minute to go in this second quarter. Repking gets it across the half line, works to the free throw line, stops and pops for 2. It's in and out. Wow, that was halfway down, came out.
I can't believe that came out.
Last touch by T-Town. So St. Anthony ball to bring it the length of the floor. McMahon checks back in now for T-Town. Down goes Chelsea Hardick. 22-17 T-Town. Gardewine with the ball in backcourt. Now it's she and Beaker working against each other. Morgan gets it across the half line. Down in the corner, McDevitt. They fire it into Richards. Can't shoot. Needs help. Out to Gardewine. Long try for 3. Back of the rim. No good. Dust the rebound. And I think she might have shoved off to get position.
Yep, that's what it looked to be. So Dust is guilty of her second foul. That's the team's 7th. So this should put, and they are walking to T-Town's in for a 1-and-1.
That'll send Danielle Repking to the line to shoot the 1 and bonus. Shoes by 5. 39 seconds left, second quarter. Shoes trying to get back over 500 with a win here tonight. Repking's foul shot good. She'll get one more. Danielle, a 5'5" junior, and always has been a great defender, as Matt talked about earlier. Now the offensive ends complementing that defense. Second foul shot good. So Danielle with a half a dozen now, and T-Town back up 7, matching the biggest lead they've had tonight. It's 24-17. See what St. Anthony does here toward the end of the half. McDevitt to the free throw line. Left side to Dust. Out to Nuxall. Down to 25 seconds. See if they hold for the last one now. Nuxall peels it back out of trouble, and we're down to 20. And so they will go for the last one now. Nuxall working against McMahon out front. Down to 13 seconds. Counted down to halftime. Nuxall penetrates, goes to the free throw line, stops, off balance, can't shoot, gets it to Gardewine with 4 seconds. They fire it into Richards. Corner, McDevitt, now to Gardewine. Shot at the buzzer for 3 is no good. So they worked it down as long as they could. Gardewine got the shot away. It wouldn't go. 7-point game, though, at halftime. At the break, it's Teutopolis 24, St. Anthony 17. Halftime show on the way in a minute here on KJ Country at 102.3.
Northside Ford in Effingham is proud to be a sponsor of high school sports. If you need something better to haul your team in, you'll find it at Northside Ford. With hundreds of vehicles to choose from and a service department that can't be beat, you'll find that things really are better on the North Side. Stop in today or visit Northside Ford online at effinghamford.com.
It'll be some fun. Got some good matchups in the next couple of weeks. So stay tuned. What is that Tuesday game? The 22nd, I think it is.
Tuesday the 23rd.
23rd.
St. Anthony at Cowden Herrick.
All right, so we'll get to see CH there. We'll look forward to seeing the Hornets in action. I'll tell you what, they've got some scores. Colton Burrison can put it in the hole for you. All right, so we'll see what happens here in this next couple of weeks. St. Anthony gets the ball to start the second half here. Again, T-Town up 7, 24-17. Bulldogs work it inside. Megan Nuxall got collapsed on. Can't shoot out to Hunter Nieberge. St. Anthony's got their starters back. T-Town starters back as well. Gardewine with the ball. Morgan bounce pass to Nieberge. Turn around for two. No good. Rebound. Shoes grab it out of there. Michelle Schmidt claims that board. Here comes T-Town. They get it across the half line of the person to Beaker. Left side to Repking. Daniel bounce pass to Schmidt. Now to Beaker. Try for three. No good. Gardewine to rebound for St. Anthony. Morgan will bring it down court, and no pressure by T-Town in the backcourt. They man them up after that, but no pressure. I guess it is still the zone.
Yeah, they've kind of changed their defenses throughout the night.
Brown, Nieberge knocked loose, out of bounds. St. Anthony turns it over. So to be back to the Shoes to bring it the length of the floor. The first turnover, obviously, since the first trip. So a minute gone in the third quarter. Decent crowd here tonight. Hope you'll come out and support girls high school basketball. We do. We broadcast it. You come out and watch it. Shoes force it inside. Nice save by Taylor.
What a play.
Saved it in somehow. Beaker in the lane. Needs help. Clears it out top to Schmidt. And they'll try it out there again. That was interesting. They get it ahead of the key. Repking. They go down low to Taylor. Shot up short. Got it caught under the rim. Boy, Nieberge hit the deck hard in there for St. Anthony. Out of bounds, it ends up off St. Anthony. BT Town's balled inbound here.
I think they whistled it a jump, Craig, on the battle for the board. I could be wrong about that.
Well, Shoes will get it out of bounds one way or the other. They get it inbounds to Taylor at the free throw line. Now to Repking. Daniel backs it out and sets up the offense here. Works in right side against Gardewine. Now top to Schmidt. Ball knocked loose by Nuxall. Regained in the corner right about the half line by Repking to Beaker. Beaker swings it out to Taylor. Thought about going inside, but there's nobody there. So back out to Repking. Daniel says, "Well, we running." Coach says, "Run." We're going to run one. Hardick, Schmidt, left side to Repking. They lob it inside to Hardick. Shot off the glass. Good. Well, I tell you what, they give her about an inch inside. She can score for you.
Well, and it really was a good defensive trip by St. Anthony, but you got to give a lot of credit to T-Town. Ran a patient offense and finally got the shot they wanted.
And that pushes the lead to 9. That's biggest it's been in the game for T-Town. Nuxall inside off the glass. Shot won't go. She was being closely guarded. Foul shot, or the shot rather, no good. Shoes the rebound. Down court, Schmidt. Shot knocked away by Brown, and a foul on Brown.
Yep, Abby picks up her first foul of the game. Schmidt will head to the free throw line for a couple. And Lady Shoes have an opportunity to push it into double figures here from the free throw line.
Schmidt hasn't scored. Michelle's foul shot, good. And that does make it a 10-point lead. Dust back for St. Anthony. Down goes Abby Brown. 27-17. St. Anthony says, let's talk it over. Back in a minute. 5:23 to go third quarter at St. Anthony. It's Teutopolis 27, St. Anthony 17 here on KJ Country at 102.3.
If you haven't seen the all-new 2015 Chrysler 200, get to Geckner Brothers today and check it out. It's roomy, comfortable, and rebuilt from the ground up, now with great finance offers. See the new 200 and other great Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram models today at Geckner Brothers on East Fayette Avenue in Effingham.
Bart Weedman made that substitution, decided it was time for a timeout. So St. Anthony called the timeout. Meanwhile, back to the line, Michelle Schmidt. The foul shot's up and no good this time. Rebound Nuxall for St. Anthony. But the first foul shot before the timeout did go in. So T-Town by 10 now. 27-17. As Matt said, that pushes the lead to double digits. Dust with the ball for St. Anthony. Now to Gardewine. McDevitt way cross court to Dust. Out top to Gardewine. Working against this zone, and it's been pretty effective lately. McDevitt looking. Way cross court again. Dust drives to the baseline. Can't shoot. Out to Gardewine. Inside to Nieberge. Through her hands, and T-Town comes away with it. Second turnover on T-Town as Taylor claims the gained ball. Down on the side to Hardick. Chelsea drives. Instead out top to Taylor now. Now to Repking. Danielle holds. Waits for the cutter, but St. Anthony cut her off. So no cutter. Instead, it's out to Schmidt, and now to Hardick. She drives on two, and traveling is the call. St. Anthony double-teamed her and forced her into the walk, and T-Town gives it back.
Just their first turnover of the half. Only 4 now in the game.
Gardewine and Repking, they've been a battle all night. Morgan gets it down court this time, swings it over to Nieberge. Hunter right side to McDevitt. McDevitt picks up the dribble, needs help, finds it out to Dust. Left side to Gardewine, inside to Nuxall, trying to get her loose. She shakes loose, puts it up and in. Nice effort. Megan Nuxall's first points in the quarter, but she has 10 tonight. That makes it 27-19.
Since the half began, it did look like St. Anthony was trying to pound the ball inside to either her or Nieberge, and they finally got one to go.
18 points for Gardewine and Nuxall. Everybody else has 1. That's the problem. Repking to the hole for T-Town. Stop, put it off the glass, and good. Nice work by Danielle Repking. She has 8, and it's 29-19, back to that 10-point advantage.
Got away from her original defender and stopped and popped off the glass before the help could get to her.
Gardewine left side to Dust. Kelsey looking underneath, nobody there. So brings it to the free throw line, and then back out top to McDevitt. Side to Gardewine. Morgan to the corner, swings it out to Nuxall. Megan to the hole, split the defense, put it up and in. What a pretty move. Nuxall with a dozen, and it's 29-21.
That's one where you look at the coach and say, hey, I guarded her as good as I could, coach.
You bet.
She just made a good play.
Just created some offense there. 29-21, 8-point ball game. Beaker with the ball for T-Town. Out top to Repking. Danielle on the dribble. Right side to Taylor. Sarah looking inside, nobody home. Now she puts it on the floor, lost the handle on it. It's loose and regained by Schmidt for T-Town. Gets it finally inside and travel. Danny Repking tried to make the pass and couldn't get it away in time to avoid the walk.
With the Bulldogs laying on the floor out top, they kind of had a 5-on-3, but Repking, like you said, just drug the pivot foot when she was trying to make that pass.
Dust sits down. Abby Schmidt is back in, so St. Anthony gets definitely some more size in there. Bulldogs within 8, 29-21 with the ball and 2:39 to go in the third quarter. Left side to Nuxall, way cross court to Gardewine. She loads it up for 3. It's short. Rebound put up by Nuxall, no good, but she got fouled. Megan Nuxall going to the line to shoot 2 here for St. Anthony.
Well, with that substitution, it brought Nuxall out to the perimeter, but she saw the shot go up, and she came from the weak side, got inside position, and then the only thing that T-Town could do was foul her, as it's Hardick, who picks up her second and the team's first this half.
Hardick sits down now, and Jenny McMahon back in for T-Town. Nuxall made the first foul shot. Megan with 13. It's a 7-point game. Second one's good, and it's a 6-point ball game all of a sudden. 14 for Nuxall, and it's 29-23. So after being down 10, Bulldogs are back within 6 here, and still 2.5 to go in the third quarter. Repking left side to Beaker. Beaker holds. McMahon comes out to receive it. Now to Taylor. Sarah holds that right side. Now puts it on the floor. 1. Got a pass away just in time. Now to Repking. Right side in the corner to Beaker. Back out top to Repking. Danielle with the dribble. Comes right side. Stops. Gets it to Schmidt. Head of the key. Now to McMahon. On the wing to Repking. They're working the weave here, trying to bust somebody open. Now Beaker attacks the ball basket. Laid it up, got it to go, drew the foul. So Jolene Beaker, all 5'5" of her, going to go to the line to try to finish the 3-point play here.
And she was fouled on the play by Hunter Nieberge, who rotated over too late to get any help and picks up her third foul.
Beaker makes the foul shot, so Hannah Cash is in for 3. And that pushes the Shoes lead back to 9 all of a sudden, 32-23. Pressure in backcourt now by T-Town. Gardewine and Repking, the ball on the side, knocked loose. Oh, they said that Nuxall ended up touching it last, and a turnover on the Bulldogs. T-Town comes away with the ball.
And Nuxall nodded her head and said, yep, after the official made the call, St. Anthony's third turnover. Give a lot of credit to Michelle Schmidt. She's the one who knocked that thing loose.
Beaker throws it deep. Repking corrals it and gets it up court. Now to Taylor at the free throw line. Side to McMahon. Goes the baseline. Got the shot knocked away. No, got called for the walk. It looked like Nuxall blocked the shot, but maybe there wasn't any contact. The official's 3 feet away, and I'm a little farther away than that. So it ended up being a travel call, and T-Town turns it over. McDevitt back in the game. Gets it across the half line for St. Anthony. Emily picks up the dribble. Now what? She's looking for somebody. Gardewine can't come to the rescue, and St. Anthony has to burn another timeout. That's twice tonight that's happened. Back in 30 with 1:17 to go, third quarter. Here at St. Anthony, it's Teutopolis 32, St. Anthony 23 on KJ Country 102.3.
Choose from over 10 acres of new Chevrolets and Toyotas during our model year closeout, going on now. On special sale is the #1 selling car in America, Toyota Camry. See you today at Dan Heck Chevrolet Toyota, South Route 45 in Effingham, or danheck.com online.
Back at the Enlow Center, 1:17 to go in the third quarter. Still 7-0 New Orleans in that game against the Bears. It's being played up in Soldier Field. I'm guessing it's a little cooler than it would be if they were playing in New Orleans in that dome.
Especially in the dome, yeah.
32-23, T-Town by 9 here. St. Anthony with the basketball. Just outside a minute to go in this third period. McDevitt stops top, gives it over on the side to Nuxall. Tries a three, no good. Rebound, hustled after by Abby Schmidt for the Bulldogs. Drives into the lane, shot for two, around and no good. This rebound, Nuxall got it out of there for St. Anthony. Pass out front, stolen by Beaker. Good anticipation. Goes to the hole, shot no good. Rebound, Gardewine for St. Anthony, and she got tied up in a jump, and Beaker doing all kinds of good things here. The shot wouldn't go, but that's the only thing she did wrong.
I was going to say, she's definitely hustling and making her presence felt here in this third quarter.
Paley sits down for T-Town, and they bring Hardick back in. It was a held ball, so it's out of bounds to St. Anthony on the alternate possession. So the Bulldogs with the basketball, 38 seconds left in this third quarter, trying to get within 9, or get it less than 9. Gardewine to the basket. Shot blocked from behind by Schmidt, and she clears it out. Down court, McMahon, layup, too hard. Rebound, put up, and no good. That one by Hardick. Hardick gets this rebound, put it up, no good. And got fouled before the shot, I think. So it should be out of bounds on the baseline to T-Town. Yeah.
Boy, that's another foul on Hunter Nieberge, though. She just picked up her fourth, and here is a substitution for her.
Yeah, Abby Brown will check in for the last few seconds of this third quarter. So Beaker will inbound for T-Town. They can go back up double digits. Beaker looking, goes in the corner with it to Schmidt. Michelle on the dribble, goes baseline. Now she can't. Good defense by Schmidt on Schmidt. Out front, Repking, down to 10 seconds. And there's a foul on St. Anthony, as Gardewine and Repking really been going at it tonight.
They certainly have. Gardewine just got tagged with her second personal, and that is the fourth this half.
So out of bounds to T-Town with 9 seconds left in the third quarter. Beaker goes deep with it to McMahon. They swing it to Beaker. 5 seconds. Beaker drives, got it knocked loose, and they say it's off Beaker last. It'll go to St. Anthony on the turnover. The fourth Shoes turnover this quarter. So St. Anthony with 3 seconds to get a shot away. McDevitt has it. 2-1. Shot at the buzzer is good, but they won't count. She traveled, I'll bet. Let's see here.
What happened, Greg, was the clock did not start when they inbounded the ball and first touched it. The clock did start about a second and a half late, and the official saw it, and he made the correct call.
All right, thank you. 3 quarters in the book, so don't count the basket. It came after time would have elapsed had the clock started on time. So 9-point game after 3 here at St. Anthony. T-Town 32, St. Anthony 23 on KJ Country at 102.3.
Northside Ford in Effingham is proud to be a sponsor of high school sports. If you need something better to haul your team in, you'll find it at Northside Ford. With hundreds of vehicles to choose from and a service department that can't be beat, you'll find that things really are better on the North Side. Stop in today or visit Northside Ford online at effinghamford.com.
It's Christmas.
So delicious, always special. Niemer's Steakhouse.
Shoes got the ball inbounded. Chelsea Hardick's first shot was blocked by Nuxall. Hardick got the rebound, though, and on the putback, she got fouled, and she'll go to the line to shoot 2 here.
Well, she did a good job of just sticking with it after she got that first one blocked, and the foul was committed by Nuxall, who blocked the first attempt.
Chelsea Hardick makes the first foul shot. She has 9. That pushes the T-Town lead back to 10. It's 33-23 as we're just getting into the fourth quarter of this one. Hardick, a senior, takes her time, puts it up and good. So Chelsea's in double figures with 10, and the Shoes lead is 11, and that's the biggest they've had in the game. It's 34-22. McDevitt brings the ball down court this trip for St. Anthony. Got double teamed. They get it to Gardewine, and now to Brown, who's back in the ball game to start the fourth quarter. So it's those three, along with Nuxall and Abby Schmidt for St. Anthony. Gardewine with the ball out top, drives on Repking, can't shoot, to McDevitt instead. Spin move, bounce pass left side Nuxall. She goes baseline, got around the defender, put it up and in and count the basket. And she's got a shot at a three-point play.
She doesn't strike you as the quickest player on the court, but she has such a quick first step, and she's able to get around her initial defender, and coming over to try to help was Hardick, and they call her for the personal, her third.
Schmidt sits down, and T-Town puts Jamie Sandschafer back in after three across town. It's Mount Zion 45, Effingham 34. So a good third quarter for the Braves. Foul shot's good. So Nuxall was 17 now. That makes it 34-26. And St. Anthony gets back within 8 here with the three-point play. Down the lane, drive by Repking. Danielle's shot won't go, but she drew the foul. That'll send Danielle Repking back to the line for 2 here for T-Town.
Foul on Abby Schmidt. It's her third and the team's sixth. This is 2 shots, but from here on out, T-Town will be at the line when they're fouled.
Repking with 8 points tonight. Foul shot good. So that makes it 35-26. And a chance to push that lead back to double digits with his foul shot. Repking, the 5'5 junior, cans them both. She's in double figures. So she and Hardick with 10 apiece for T-Town, and the lead's back to 10 at 36-26. Gardewine swings it left side to McDevitt as St. Anthony gets it across midcourt. Emily tries to work it out of trouble and got it to barely to Abby Brown. And now to Gardewine right side. Morgan swings it out front to nobody, and it's stolen by T-Town. McMahon, nice step inside. Shot won't go, though. Last touch by T-Town. It'll be St. Anthony basketball. So they drove it inside, and good move, but shot by McMahon wouldn't go. It ends up out of bounds off the Shoes, and St. Anthony tries to bring it the length of the floor here.
Well, you mentioned at half, Nuxall and Gardewine needed some help from their other teammates. Problem is, Nuxall scored all 9 points for her team this second half.
Nuxall goes to the hole here. Shot up and good again, and count the basket. And she is taking it to the rack here. 19 now for Nuxall. Makes it 36-28, and she's got to try at another three-point play.
She's got that move from the left wing patented to get inside underneath. That time she's able to draw the foul on Sandschafer, her third.
Megan Nuxall makes the foul shot. She has 20 now, 20 of St. Anthony's 29. It's 36-29. Bulldogs back within 7 again with 6.5 to play in this one. Danielle Repking left side for T-Town. Get dyslexic there for a minute. Beaker now over to Hardick on the right side. She drives into the lane, put it up, drew the foul, and Hardick will shoot 2 here. Creating some action there.
Yeah, she got into the lane, saw that Schmidt was still moving, and she also brought those arms down, and that's a telltale sign of a whistle on the way. It is her 4th foul and the team's 7th.
Hardick's foul shot short. Chelsea one more here as a shooting foul. Reagan Drace checks back in for T-Town. They sit down Jamie Sandschafer. So the Shoes have Drace and McMahon and Hardick and Beaker and Repking out there right now. Second foul shot by Hardick, good. So Chelsea with 11, leading scorer for T-Town right at the moment. And the Shoes leads back to 8. It's 37-29. Devitt gets it down court for the Bulldogs. Bounce pass right side. Gardewine loads it up for 3. Rims out, no good. Rebound taken down by Teutopolis. And here comes Drace across the half line. Out to Repking. Shoes set it up. Right wing to Drace. Drives into the lane. Pops for 2. Got it. Reagan Drace, some instant offense. She has 4, and it's back to a 10-point lead, 39-29.
She hasn't played a whole lot, but when she has, you've known she's been out there. She's got a couple boards, got a couple buckets.
Gardewine down the lane. A runner for 2 won't go. She drew the foul. This time it's Morgan's turn to go to the line. All of a sudden, it's kind of like NBA, going to the line every other trip.
Foul this time whistled against Teutopolis as Danielle Repking. Danielle picks up her first foul of the night.
Tomorrow night, boys action. It's Effingham at Teutopolis. Should have a lot of fun over there across the creek. Be on the air at about 7:30 on 97.9 XFM and 97.9XFM.com. Change for T-Town as the first shot rolls off. Beaker sits down, and Thompson back in the shoes lineup. Gardawine's second one up, and good. So a miss and a make. Morgan's first point of the second half, but she has 9 tonight. That's 39-30.
She's the first person to score other than Nuxall in the second half for St. Anthony.
And only 3 kids have scored in the game.
Yeah.
And only one of those kids only has 1. Thompson right side for the shoes. Out top to Drace. Tries to go down the lane. Fed it inside. McMahon off balance. Somehow got it to Repking. Danny goes to the hole. Puts it up and off. Rebound, St. Anthony. McDevitt came out of there with it. Well, that's a nice move by Danielle Repking. Shot just wouldn't go. So, here come the Bulldogs. Down 9, 5 minutes to go. McDevitt looking, working, lost it, gets it back, needing help, gets it over to Gardewine. Morgan for 3, in and out. No good. Rebound, McDevitt had it, and Repking had it, and they're on the floor, and it's a mess, and
I think a foul's called here.
Somehow we got a foul out of that. Somebody was laying on top of somebody, and St. Anthony's going to come out of here with a foul.
St. Anthony's McDevitt picks up her first personal, so we'll walk the T-Towns in for a 1-and-1 opportunity.
Dust comes in. McDevitt sits down here for St. Anthony. 39-30 shoes, 4:52 to go in this one. St. Anthony's 6-4. Shoes are 5-5. St. Anthony won twice last week, beat Altamont, and then won by forfeit, a game CH had to give them as they didn't have enough players. Repking's first foul shot good. She has 11, so she and Hardick are tied for scoring honors now for T-Town. Makes it 40-30. Second foul shot, good. So a dozen for Danielle Repking. Teutopolis leads at 41-30. This match is the biggest lead they've had in the game, and we're down to 4:44 to go in this one. Gardewine for St. Anthony. Bounce pass left side to Dust. Kelsey holds high, now puts it on the floor, gets it to Schmidt. Abby gets it to Gardewine, went right through her legs out of bounds. Holy cow. St. Anthony's second turnover in the quarter. Morgan's brothers are over there keeping an eye on this one. Shoes get the ball back on the St. Anthony turnover. Drace gets it left side to Repking. Head fake. Decides not to drive. Back out to Drace instead. Right side Thompson. She drives into the lane, stops and pops for 2, and got it. T-Town's only made about 1 million of those in Lori Thompson's career.
That little 8 to 10 foot shot's pretty patented.
You bet. Shelby Thompson's first points tonight. Not her mom's first points. Mercy, she had a lot of points. 43-30. There's the biggest lead of the night for Teutopolis. 43-30 now. Schmidt unimpeded to the basket, put it up too hard. Abby didn't use the glass, and it rolled over the back of the backboard. Shoes the rebound. They get it down court to McMahon. She somehow kept it from going out of bounds. Her pass underneath, stolen by Megan Nuxall for St. Anthony. Shoes first turnover this quarter, and a collision, and a foul on the shoes.
Looked to me like Drays saw Nuxall heading toward the hoop and thought, I'm going to stop her one way or another, and just kind of put her body in front, and she picks up the personal. It's her second, but only the team's fifth, so St. Anthony has to inbound from underneath the hoop.
Nieberge's back in the St. Anthony lineup. Try for 3 by Nuxall, no good, out of bounds. It'll say last touch by St. Anthony. He shoes ball to bring it the length of the floor. So they tried a long one, it wouldn't go, and the shoes inbounded here.
Neither team has hit a 3 yet in this ball game.
That's an interesting factoid. Certainly unlike most games we see. Thompson out top, as McMahon was supposed to get that pass. Instead, it came out to Drace, but all's well that ends well for the shoes.
Thompson says, no, that was for Drace the whole time. That was fine.
Thompson, right side. Hardick. She goes baseline, back out to Thompson. She got called for the walk. Trying to get set to shoot or to drive, and instead he ended up walking with the ball. Shoes second turnover, and we got a change for St. Anthony. They sit down Dust, and they bring back in McDevitt. So it's Gardewine and McDevitt, Nuxall, Nieberge, and Schmidt out there right now for St. Anthony. T-Town with a 13-point lead. St. Anthony with the ball, and we're down to 3 minutes to go. Gardewine ahead of the key. Swings it to Nuxall. She goes baseline. This time they double-teamed her and forced her into a travel. So the Shoes didn't like that drive to the basket, and they did something about it there defensively.
Yeah, they cut her off along the baseline. Third turnover this quarter for St. Anthony.
Drace working the point now for T-Town. Swings it across the court as Repking had gone on by, and they end up turning it over. That's the third turnover on the Shoes this quarter. We're down to 2:53 to go. We'll talk with both Coach Thompson and Coach Weedman on the post-game show, so stick around for that. Again, Mount Zion leading Effingham 45-34 after three quarters. Big third quarter for Mount Zion. That was a 2-point game at halftime. St. Anthony forces it in. Schmidt, nice job of saving it when she was being double-teamed. Gardewine down the lane. Shot won't go. Nieberge put back won't go. This rebound T-Town, and Nieberge hits the deck. Drace comes out of there with it for the Shoes. Reagan leaves it with Danielle Repking. Pretty good card combination out there when they've been out there together tonight. Left side to Thompson. Thompson on the dribble, swings it right side to Repking. Lets Repking move down and do some more damage inside. Baseline for two, and she got it. So now they got those other two out there working. That opens up Repking to shoot a little more, and she has 14 now, and the lead's all of a sudden 15 points. 45-30 the score. Nuxall has it for the Bulldogs. Underneath to Schmidt, working on Hardick. Shot up, no good, and Hardick the rebound. Good defense. Abby Schmidt, just a sophomore, but boy, she's a comer for St. Anthony. She's going to give them good minutes. Repking gets it across the half line. We're down to a minute and a half to go in this one. Shoes by 15. Been a lot closer than that most of the game. Thompson with the ball, head of the key for T-Town. Left side to Repking. Daniel puts it on the floor. And now to Drace. T-Town being very, very patient. Drace got it knocked loose, gets it back, swings it over to Repking. We're down to a minute 10 to go, so they've knocked 20 seconds off the clock. Drace with it, drives down the lane, runner for two, got it off the glass. Reagan Drace says, give me the rock. She has 6, and it's 47-30.
Boy, she's played well tonight for Teutopolis.
So a 17-point lead. Nuxall right side, tries a three for St. Anthony, got it. Megan Nuxall cashes in for 3. She has 23 tonight. Makes it 47-33, and the clock's moving fast. We're under a minute to go now.
Well, now we've got a made 3 in the game, so keep that streak alive.
Danielle Repking has it to Drace. Right side Thompson goes baseline. Got held on the way. I think Devitt got her.
That'd be my vote. We'll see if the official agrees.
Oh, no.
2-0. I'll be darned. That'd be Nuxall got her. That's what I thought. Nuxall with the foul.
Yeah, right.
It's her third and the team's 9th. No, I was with you on that, but I guess once again it proves it doesn't matter what we think.
Hardly ever does. Thompson's foul shot, good. Shelby has 3, and it's 48-33. T-Town by 15 with 33 seconds left in this one. Shoes will be back over 500 with a win here tonight. Thompson's second one, good. Somebody moved on the lane. That wouldn't have counted anyway.
I was going to say, I don't know. Apparently St. Anthony got in there a little early.
So one more bite at the apple here for Shelby Thompson. There was all on this side of the lane, the side nearest us, a lot of movement. Thompson waits. Now she puts it up, and she got it. So 3 to make 2 is like the NBA. Used to be. Thompson has 4. 49-33. Back to 16-point T-Town lead. This could be the last trip of the game. Gardewine has it. Working on Repking. Picks up the dribble. Swings it to McDevitt. Emily tries a 3, and she got it. Emily McDevitt has 4, and that makes it 49-36. But we're down to 10 seconds to go. Repking, left side to Thompson. And out to Hardick, and that's the show. Down to 4, 3, 2, 1. Here comes the buzzer. And that's the ball game. Final score at the Enloe Center. Teutopolis 49, St. Anthony 36. Post-game show on the way in a minute here on KJ Country at 102.3.
If you haven't seen the all-new 2015 Chrysler 200, get to Geckner Brothers today and check it out. It's roomy, comfortable, and rebuilt from the ground up, now with great finance offers. See the new 200 and other great Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram models today at Geckner Brothers on East Fayette Avenue in Effingham.
Back at the Enlow Center, final score tonight, Teutopolis 49, St. Anthony 36, and Lady Shoes coach Lori Thompson visits with us on the postgame show. Congratulations on the win.
Thank you very much. It was a hard-fought game as well. It was two teams going at it, played real aggressively, and actually it was a nice game to watch, nice game to coach.
Yeah, it was a game where I say it's almost patented now, the way I see Teutopolis attack teams. You never worry too much about the first quarter because it's usually a game of attrition, and by the end of the game, T-Town's pretty much been able to impose their will on their opponents.
Well, we try. Now, understand, though, that first quarter I'm still a little growly because we just do some little things that we just don't do right yet, and St. Anthony took advantage of those opportunities. I mean, they rebounded us. Surely they out-rebounded us. And they took advantage of that, and we were fouling, sending them to the foul line. They're good free throw shooters. And we just need to get that cleaned up. And, it's baby steps right now for us. And as long as we're heading in the right direction, I'm okay with it. But I'm trying to mix up my lineup and get some kids in. I played, I think, almost everyone on the bench. And it's going to be one of those types of years where who starts fitting the mold out there and who's doing a good job, that's what it's going to be for that night. So it could change every night. I just hope that we can get it figured out.
Well, it's interesting to see your heroes tonight. Danielle Repking did a lot of the ball handling for you early on. Right. Later on, you brought Reagan Drace in, and that enabled her and Beaker and I can't remember who else at times were out there out front for you, and that allowed Danielle to sneak down low and get you some points. She's having a good shooting night tonight. Yeah,
she was. Danielle did what I want to see her do: handle the ball, run the team, but yet get in there and get some points. And when I bring in Molly and Reagan and Shelby and Hannah, and I can kind of get that perimeter going and give her a break, that it's going to be easier on her. And that's something that we really haven't done in the past. Danielle's had to be doing pretty much everything out there.
Right.
And, we need to give her breaks at times. And I have other girls that can get the job done. And they just have to believe that they can get the job done. So putting them in some positions where they're successful will be a key to those young kids.
Chelsea Hardick had a good night for you. Got 11 tonight, and good job around the basket.
Yeah, and Chelsea has been doing a nice job around the basket. In fact, we've been putting her inside a little bit more. She's a strong player for us. And I like her in there, but yet I know she has a nice little jump shot too. So I like to try to spread out a little bit, run a little 14 and a little 5 out, so she can capitalize on that as well. And Chelsea's been consistent. That's kind of Chelsea's game. That's where she's at. And we have to have that from Chelsea. I would like a few more points,
Well, sure. Sure. Every coach would.
Yeah, but we'll work on that.
You've got some good size in Sarah Taylor, and I think the more she plays, the more she'll be able to establish herself inside as well as helping you on perimeter.
Yeah, Sarah does a nice job. She's that strong kid. I like her in there. Usually she's very aggressive on the boards. At times we have to do our lineup a little differently because I have to, depending on who we're playing, if they got a lot of quickness on the floor, we sometimes have to pull Sarah. Sarah sometimes likes to get in foul trouble, but Sarah's doing what I want Sarah to do. She's right where I need her to be. I just want her to even get, like I said, the offensive part of it. She can take the 15-footer, and I just need to get her more confident in taking that shot, and she's definitely going to help us inside.
I mentioned Reagan Drace earlier. She, Hannah Beaker, a couple of youngsters that gave you good minutes tonight.
Yeah, a lot of the sophomores, like I had Jamie, I had Molly out there, Shelby, and Reagan. They're going to get that little spurts of playing time and make the most of it because they need to play at the varsity level. These girls, we're not quite clicking yet as a team because there's a lot of lack of experience out here, and they really haven't played a whole lot together, but that's what we're working on, and I know we'll get better at it. Another kid that did a nice job tonight I need to mention is Jenny McMahon.
Yeah.
Jenny came off the bench and did a super job. She runs the floor well, and that's a huge key to Jenny. Now we just work on finishing, and we chuckled a little bit because some of them are pretty wild, but you know what? She's running the floor well. That's half the battle. Now, once she catches that, just slow down and knock that shot down. You'll be fine. But I thought Jenny did a nice job tonight as well.
Teams hate injuries, and I know you've had your fistful with Anna Hartke getting hurt, and now poor Janelle Gibbon. Golly.
Yes. Janelle, first day of practice, she tweaked it in practice, but it wasn't torn. Everything was good. And then last week at the the Pena game, she tore it. So it is actually the same one, which, usually it doesn't happen that way. It's usually the other one.
Right.
But unfortunately for Janelle, she's going to have surgery at the end of December, and she won't be able to play with us the rest of the year. And, she's a good kid. But I tell you what, she's where I told her new role is that player coach on the bench for us. And I said, they're going to respect what you see out there as well. And I know last year I had a couple kids that couldn't play as well. It was Morgan Daters and Kaylee Reeman. That's kind of their role last year. And I said, Janelle, I know it's not what you probably wanted your senior year, but, this could be a huge positive for us as a team and for you.
And you talk about the intangibles, the things that maybe don't come to light first view. You've had great assistance. Josh is back with you again this year. How about getting Heather Prummer back to help on the staff?
Heather's back in the area, so I was really excited for that because Heather, she was with us quite a bit. Now it's a little bit sporadic, but she's volunteering her time, and it's great because she can get down there with the post, and she'll work them. Because, Heather was a worker as a player, and I tell you, she gets after them. And, I said, okay, here's your projects, get busy. So I appreciate Heather, and she now has a new job, so she kind of is not with us as much, but she's still with us. And, of course, giving us great experience for the kids to be around her.
Well, you guys play a brutal schedule, and I know that accounts for a 5-5 record coming into here tonight, but that's what you do to get ready for the rest of the show.
You're right, and that's what I told the girls. I said, every night you're coming to play. It does not matter. There are no gimmies. Every night we have to be focused and prepared, and if we're not, we're going to find ourselves on the end of the butt kicking that we don't want. But they are going to step up and take that challenge because, like I said, it's not going to get any easier. And we always say we have to be ready in February. And that's how I kind of look at it. Take these experiences, gain from it. If we're going to take some lumps, we already have. It's part of it.
Exactly. Always a pleasure. We'll look forward to seeing you again soon.
Thank you.
Thank you. Lady Shoes coach Lori Thompson in the Shoes winner tonight, 49-36 here over St. Anthony. And we'll ask St. Anthony coach Bart Weidman to step in here now. We'll visit with the Bulldogs coach. Let him get saddled up and we'll talk to Bart. All in all, pretty good performance. I know you got beat, but there are a lot of positives tonight. Single-digit game for most of the contest, and I saw a lot of things that made me feel good.
Oh, yeah, which we talked about in the locker room. Like I told them, when you come out after a game, you never feel like, you want to win every single ball game that you play. But I felt like the way we handled the pressure tonight of the full court is not something we've been able to do for the last 3 years against them. We drilled a lot of stuff the last couple days, working on Morgan and Emily and Abby and even our post players dribbling right at that girl, and instead of spinning, taking those couple dribbles back, changing directions and getting back to the middle of the floor. And I just felt like we did it so well tonight. And then when we did break it, we made good decisions. We talked about the JV game as a perfect example. The last thing we want to do is one pass and a shot, or they're going to run and gun and we're going to be in trouble. We wanted to try to control the tempo of the basketball game, and I felt like our bigs could play with their bigs a little bit and try to get them in foul trouble. And I felt like the first half it all worked really well. It was about a 5-minute span in that fourth quarter where I think they went on like a 9-0 run.
Yeah, that was a problem for sure. We've talked about Megan Nuxall many times, but just a tremendous performance tonight. They had 23 for you.
Yeah, she, like we were talking about the coaches earlier, everybody thinks they read the paper just from the passes. She gets it all on the inside. But she has really developed her game to shoot the ball from the perimeter. She's become a really solid free throw shooter. And she's doing a great job of getting herself to the basket and then getting defenders on her back and able to get up and finish. Whereas when she's in the post, she's only 5'9". I know she's strong and I know she can jump, but, she's really more effective whenever she can get the defender on her back than she is with post moves right there. But she played really, really well tonight. We need it. We need her to step up every single night. It's no secret. Everybody knows that she's going to put the most points on the board for us. But for us, it's just getting the rest of the girls to the next level. We have 5 other girls averaging 4 points a game, and then Megan's at 16.5.
Yeah.
But it's not like they got to go do double digits. We just need to take from 4 to 7. That makes a huge difference. That's 15 extra points a game, and the way we play defense, I feel like if we can get to the magic number 45, we're all right.
Morgan Gardewine got off to a great start tonight, and that was a big boost.
Yeah, Morgan played fantastic. I thought she set the tone in the whole first quarter. You know, she penetrated well. She went up strong. She handled the ball pressure really well, and that's probably the best basketball I've ever seen her play. And I knew, you know, she's had it in her. You know, she's a gamer. She'll play, but when she plays mentally tough and doesn't make small mistakes on the defensive end, her offensive game just gets so much better.
There's a lot to talk about, too, as far as rebounding. You out-rebounded T-Town. That doesn't happen very often.
No, you know, and we've rebounded the ball really well all season. You know, we have 4 really good post players. I know Emma didn't run that much. Just felt like their quickness was going to, you know, hurt Emma, but she still gave good, solid 2 minutes at that point in time. And I just feel like we crashed the glass really well, but sometimes on our rebounding, our guards rely a little bit too much on those 4 bigs getting every rebound, so where if they can go crash the glass a little bit more, we're going to be a lot more effective.
Yeah. T-Town typically is a measuring stick, I think, for every other team. You guys had a lot of success last year, but their tradition, I think, is something that everybody aspires to.
Yeah, you know, Lori does such a fantastic job continuing to carry on that tradition that's been set by Coach Custer a long time ago, you know, and, you know, sounds crazy, but we actually play I think we play a very similar style to them. You know, we like to get up in people's face and play really tough defensively and rebound the ball really well. But their girls just seems like they get after it so much earlier, so the offensive skills are a little bit more advanced than us right now. But I feel like at our younger levels, we're starting to do all the right things. You know, once we can get the younger girls to believe from 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th that playing in the summer is so important for the game of basketball now, and you know, and I see it slowly but surely coming around. You know, our 8th grade girls, you know, Coach Richards did a fantastic job with them. I know they got beat in the sectional and they're a little down on that, but you know, it seems like the girls are slowly but surely at the lower levels getting a little better and a little better, and that's no knock on the girls we have now. It's just trying to get that love of basketball instilled in younger kids like T-Town has, you know, and you know, every kid wants to wear the wooden shoe uniform. We want to get to the point with our girls program, and I know Cody believes the same thing with the boys program. We want every kid, you know, that comes through the program to be really, really proud to wear that St. Anthony uniform, and I feel like everything's going in the right direction for both basketball programs.
Very good. Bart, always a pleasure.
All right, thank you very much.
Well, you're welcome. We'll look forward to seeing you again soon. Bart Weedman of the St. Anthony Lady Bulldogs. Again, your final score tonight, Teutopolis, a winner by a count of 49-36 over St. Anthony.